Hello and welcome to this special bulletin from Monash Media Lab.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Samantha Pillios. Melbourne's Bayside Police are this month targeting poor behaviour by young people behind the wheel. The Transport Accident Commission released a report which found young drivers are least likely to adhere to road safety messages. In response, Port Phillip Police is launching a $21,000 road safety campaign called Save Our Kids. Officers will be on the lookout for young drivers who can't resist using their mobile phones while behind the wheel.
You know, there's collisions, and I've been to a few of those, so it's not a good outcome.
Tough penalties be applied those caught driving while distracted.
The trouble continues in Bayside, with councillors receiving complaints about a new playground built in Dendy Park South. The playground is being criticised for being located in one of the municipality's most popular off-leash dog areas.
There has been a number of parents who have made complaints that their kids have become frightened to use the park.
The council says it's working to ensure dogs are kept away from children using the play area.
More restaurants and cafes are calling inner Melbourne home than ever before, according to a City of Melbourne's report. Since 2007, city diners have almost 800 new eateries to choose from. Laura Placella has more.
It's no secret Melburnians love to hit the town to eat and drink. Since 2007, the number of restaurants and cafes in the City of Melbourne has soared by 48%. Grossi Florentino has called 80 Bourke Street home for 90 years. It's one of Melbourne's oldest restaurants.
We've definitely had an increase in the number of restaurants in Melbourne exponentially.
300 metres from Florentino is Sardo Pomodoro.
It's a lot of good competition, so it's very good for us.
Researchers overseas are cautiously predicting the death of household kitchens by 2030, with millennials developing an appetite for having food delivered from the kitchens of restaurants and cafes. With experts back home attributing at least the current increase to a population boom.
We have up to 8,000 new people moving into Melbourne on a weekly basis, and of course that means more people that need to eat out.
Laura Placella, Mojo News.
Protesters are demanding the Victorian government reverse its decision to allow tech giant Apple to build a flagship store at Federation Square. Protesters are concerned allowing Apple to build their store in the heart of Melbourne's Civic Centre would corporatise the public space.
Yes, there's a role for commercial interests in the square, but when you have one corporation dominating the entire square, suddenly those cultural and civic purposes are lost.
The group behind the rally, Citizens of Melbourne, plans to make it an issue at the upcoming state election.
Melbourne University student Freya McGrath is taking her love of dance to the next level by being footloose day and night. Freya will dance non-stop for 24 hours without eating, sleeping or resting unless someone volunteers to take her place. The challenge encourages people to take a break from the daily grind.
Dance kind of allows me to express myself and express all of my emotions in a really kind of potent way.
The Epic Dance-Off forms part of Melbourne's Fringe Festival.
Record attempts don't come much more bird-brained than this. Patrons of a Melbourne restaurant have attempted to become the largest number of people doing the chicken dance in one location, and people flocked to the Oktoberfest challenge.
More than 1,000 people gathered at Melbourne's Munich Brauhaus on Saturday to try and break the record for Australia's biggest chicken dance.
The energy levels was great in there. We put on a show to kind of lead them up and get their energy levels quite at the peak at the right point.
The event was part of the venue's Oktoberfest festivities and the first ever chicken dance to be hosted at Munich Brauhaus. People of all ages came down to South Wharf to enjoy traditional German dishes and beer, dance to Bavarian music, and of course participate in the chicken dance.
Chicken dance, Munich Brauhaus had many other activities, including the rubber chick relay race, the grey rubber chicken toss battle, and the chicken wing eating competition. People were keen to enjoy the food and celebrate Oktoberfest with their friends and family. Sofia Mamakidu, Mojo News.
That's all we have time for today.
We hope you've enjoyed this special bulletin from the Monash Media Lab.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.